Welcome to another episode of Coexist. I'm Greg, Kenya. Today we're going to be talking about dress codes in a relationship, attire, what's appropriate, what's inappropriate, what's too much.
I'm just kidding.
So okay. How do you feel about this situation? Because I know a lot of times I think women get the bulk of what they wearing. Are you trying to show too much, or like, how do you feel?
Well, it depends. I think it depends on the stage of life that you're in. If you like go to church, if you're like where you're at in your walk with God. I do think over time you do start to get more self-aware of things that you weren't bothered by once upon a time. And like as you get closer and closer to Christ,
No, I mean, you say that, but I done see some old women still dressing crazy. So
I mean, it's God knows your heart. I'm not making that as an excuse, but I do feel that the closer you get to God, and like it really depends on a genuine relationship, a genuine wanting to transform, that you'll be more self-aware and like, you'll respect your spouse. That's if you're in a relationship too, either or, obviously. It depends on two. That's a whole nother topic. How you dress if you're single might attract the wrong type of dude, and you can't get upset if it's a certain type of dude. But I will say that, like, for me, I can speak for myself. Like, it's hot out here. I'm sorry. It depends on like the time of the season. If it's super, super hot, I'm going to wear a sundress. It is what it is. Like,
but it's nothing wrong with it. You can wear a sundress and be covered up. So just for today's topic, we just going to keep it in the relationship as far as dressing, because if you're single, you don't really have nobody to kind of answer to anyway. So just for today, in a relationship, how, does that matter on age and all that too? So
I do think age matters. I do not want to see an older lady, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like flapping,
Okay, no, but I'm saying, okay. Do you feel like a guy should have any say-so of what you would wear, or should he have a say-so in that relationship on what his woman is wearing, or his partner?
How did he meet her at first? Like, what was she wearing and stuff when he met her?
I don't know. I'm just,
I think that depends too. But I do think, like, in a relationship, you have to set those boundaries and talk about those things before you get more serious in a relationship. Because if a woman was already like prone to wearing certain clothing, and and that's what got you to be attracted to her, you can't like expect for it to just change overnight. Like once you guys get married, like talk about those things.
No, I'm saying that because it's kind of like, when you go fishing, you got bait. So then when you catch the fish, you don't need the bait no more. So it's like everybody dress a little, what I'm saying? Because some people, I'm not going to say everybody, because some people dress the part because they're trying to catch something. So if you're going out single, you're trying to catch something. So now when you caught it, are you still dressing like you trying to catch something? That's like, what I'm saying? So I guess that's the thing that I'm trying to get at. It's kind of like, so okay, I'll do it from my standpoint. So speaking for men, and this is like, because I tell my daughter the same thing or whatever. So you got to be careful how you dress, because a person is going to approach you in that manner too. So if you out here dressed like showing everything, provocative, dressed like that, you're going to get the, hey mom, what's happening with you? You know what I'm saying? But if you dress more properly and you dress like you about something, you're going to, hey, excuse me, can I talk to you for a second? The dynamic change of just how people approaching you, right?
That's true.
So that's already off the rip. And then you have to be honest with yourself, especially as a guy. Like, you see something that is like showing cleavage and short shorts and cheeks out and all that stuff. It's like you're getting more of a less type of approach. Mm-hmm. So that's not somebody necessarily that I want to take to my mom. It's, you know, when I'm younger, you know, I'm just giving y'all the real of how a lot of guys think. That's something they just want to have fun with, mess around with. That's not somebody they want to say, hey, come meet my mom and meet my family at the, you know, the picnic and all of this stuff. They're not taking that to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you're dressing like that, you have to be aware of what you're attracting. But some people want that type of attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So is it kind of like, is it attention over, you know, like, because some people, especially in the day and age of, you know, the internet and stuff like that. So you'll see, like back in the days, you didn't see women like that. Now you can click on Instagram or wherever and see a half naked picture on somebody's Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And it's for everybody to see. And then a lot of times, sometimes when they get in a relationship, it don't change. And then they end up having problems later because it's like, I think that now that's for me. That's how guys think. Like, oh, you know, they don't say it right out. They got you. They was attracted to you. Yeah, they liked how you look. But then when they get you, they don't want you to show everybody, you know what I'm saying, what they got. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Because guys are more like territorial. So it's now I want to keep it to myself. I don't want you to still be showing everybody. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, but like you said, it's the communication part I think is big. Because if I meet you, we need to have them kind of talks before we really get serious. Because it's like, I'm going to probably want you to change, but I need to voice that. Because if I don't and you don't, then it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't tell you, then I can't get mad because you just didn't do it on your own. Like, you're not a mind reader. And you might be like, well, that's how I got you. I thought you want me to, you know, dress like this so I can keep you, you know. But no, we want you to close it up.
But that's why I do think it's important to have those, like I said, prior conversations before you get serious, because then it might turn into, you know, like you said, you're all mine now. What if like that person was big on Instagram, right? And like that, she like wore those type of outfits and she has other upcoming photo shoots and she's supposed to just stop what she's doing, stop everything now because he has some form of
insecurity. So she making money? Is she getting the money in on the Instagram? No, I'm just joking.
No, he's not. So it depends. Like, I feel like you have to have those conversations as the woman, speaking from a woman's standpoint. Set those boundaries, like let them know, like this is, if you know in your heart of hearts, like that's something you're not willing to let go, that's something that you are not willing to negotiate with a man, like don't waste his time, you know what I mean? You don't want him wasting your time, so don't even like go down that path if you know it's going to turn into something later. And be fully who you truly are, obviously, and from the jump. And then if you're ready to turn a new leaf in the future, good for you, you know what I mean? Pray about it and all of that stuff, which I'm sure God would want you to turn a new leaf because like you said, it's attracting the wrong type of attention, right? So it's like a lustful type of thing. It's not like I love you, it's like I lust for you.
It's crazy because like in my mind, I think like, you know how women say, I want a high value man, right? Mm-hmm. So now you think if he's a high value man, if he's going, like he's got money, he's dressing like a certain way, he's carrying himself, he's in circles with certain people. Right. You can't come around dressing like that anyway. So it's a difference between ratchet and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still dress up and still get the same attention, like, oh, she's beautiful, versus like that ratchetness that like kind of like how dudes be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? That kind of look. It's like a difference. Like, you know, but it's a difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if he's bringing you around high clientele people, then you're going to dress a certain type of way, but you can still be beautiful. Yeah. It doesn't have to be like it, because I think it's levels. Because it can be low budget, ratchet, and then it can be beautiful. Like, you know, you see models and runways and you be like, oh, you know, you see it can be done gracefully versus it don't have to be done ghetto.
Yeah, and I think too, like you said, you have to dress the part, right? So just an example for me is obviously like when you show up to work, people respond to you differently if you are dressing the part. Like there has to be a distinction. So like when I go to work, people know, like obviously like for the most part, she is the principal. It's how she carries herself. It's like how she's dressed, right? I'm not going to dress the same. Like for the most part, like everyone else, I still have to like look presentable, like all the time, right? Because you just never know, like if you're going to have tours, all of that stuff. Do your makeup, you know, like try to like put yourself together, even like on days that you don't feel the best, like you still have to like show up, you know what I mean? In that role. And so people respect you, like I said, differently. Like you said, they'll approach you differently. They respond differently. Like you said, what up, mom, or whatever. That's how they do it.
So do you feel like a guy should have a say, or is it like take her as she is? Like,
I think it's the approach that the guy has with a woman. If he were to sit down with her and be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like speak life into her and just be like, I see you as, you know, I see you as more in a sense. You're supposed to bring out the best version of your partner. And like, that's the whole point. Like you're growing together, and that might be the change in your attire, how you dress, and like just to see, like even give your spouse a chance to see like how is the response is going to be from other people that you come across in the world. So
mind you, a guy is a protector, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, and we think like guys think, right? So I know if you're wearing something, I know the response you're going to get going out. So it's not that I'm insecure or I don't want you to wear something because of a certain thing. That's not always the case. It is sometimes, but that's not always the case. It's like especially when you're going out with your girlfriends, I might not be there to protect you, or you be like, oh, some dude grabbed my butt and this is, but then you wearing with your cheeks out and like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I know what a guy's gonna try to like, you know what I'm saying? Because some guys can be that way, aggressive or just, you know, extra because of how you're dressed. You're getting that, and it's not to say you're inviting it like you want it, but that's the danger that you're putting yourself in. Mm-hmm. So as a man, if I see you and I'm trying to stop you, a lot of times it's because I'm trying to stop you from something happening that, especially if I'm not there to protect you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it might come off as insecure if you don't know, but if you know your guy's not insecure and he's telling you, it's coming from a genuine place. Mm-hmm. So it's like, just like I would tell my daughter, hey, don't wear certain things to certain things, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because it's like, I want to protect her. Even if I'm not there, I'm trying to do my best to protect her. So it's one of them things. So I mean, it's one of them things that, you know, I think it's going to be a back and forth, but communication is my stressor. I always say communication about everything. Talk about it. Let her know why you want her to wear certain stuff. Don't just be like, oh, don't do that. Because again, she's not your daughter. So you don't
talk to her, not at her.
Yeah.
There's
so it's like the way you communicate, and hopefully she'll get it. And you know, if she don't, then you know, maybe y'all just ain't equally yoked.
Yeah. And so, like I said, I mean, I've heard the saying, closed mouth don't get fed. So you do have to speak up if something is bothering you and not letting it fester, not letting it feel.
All right, so what about guys? Like, because you know, everybody's on all the gray sweats and don't do, you know. So it's like, is that a big deal? Or is it, you know?
I was all thinking about like, I do think the same rules apply for the man, depending on, you know, like the situation.
What it is.
If you're trying to get it, but like if you're wearing like a certain, like what are they, like the white beaters or something to like the gym. I mean, they're going to the gym. Like for me, like who cares? Like that's the environment that they're in. Yeah. There's certain, you know, attire that is okay at the gym. You know, like even when I go to the gym or when I used to go to the gym often, like there's certain attire that I would wear because you get like, you know, you get sweaty and it is what it is.
So what if they got like the button-up shirt but it's open with the baby oil?
Is it for a photo shoot or something?
No, just, you know, we want to go out.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. It just depends. I think, like I said, the environment has to fit the occasion. Like my mom always tells me, like, you know, like if you're going to like a picnic or a park, we've run across women sometimes wearing like high heels to like a picnic, and it's not fitting for the occasion. And I just feel like it's, you know, attention seeking, pretty much. Yeah. So
they're trying to get chose now.
They probably are. Yeah, it is what it is.
But I mean, so that's my take on it. Like I said, it's communication. If you talk to your partner hopefully y'all can have a grown up conversation about it, and y'all can come to a happy medium. Because no one wants to dress head to toe, covered up and stuff like that. But
depends on the culture. Sorry,
I'm saying as far as like, but I'm saying you should want to respect your partner enough where they feel comfortable with you going out. And vice versa, a man should want to respect his partner enough to, hey, I'm representing you, I'm representing us every time I go out and I'm seen in public. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things. So let us know what y'all think in the comments. Should men have a say? Should women have a say over what you wear? Is it a extreme, or you can wear what you want to wear? Because I've seen so much stuff, and you can click on Instagram and see, half naked everything. So it's kind of like you got to leave something to the imagination too. So it's let us know in the comments what y'all think. Like, subscribe, share. Once again, I'm Greg, Kenya, and this is Coexist.